You are what you eat may sound like a cliche, but biologically, it's true. Every bite you consume becomes part of the materials your body uses to repair cells, regulate fluids, and remove waste. Food doesn't just fuel your body, it builds it. This is especially true for kidney health. Your kidneys quietly filter toxins, balance electrolytes, regulate blood pressure, and support bone and blood health. When they struggle, damage often builds silently for years without obvious symptoms. Because chronic kidney disease frequently goes unnoticed, diet becomes one of the most powerful tools for protection. Many foods considered healthy can place extra strain on weakened kidneys. Below are 17 foods that may worsen kidney stress and why they deserve caution. Milk and dairy overload the kidneys with minerals. Milk is widely associated with strong bones and good health, but it contains high levels of phosphorus, potassium, and calcium. Healthy kidneys carefully regulate these minerals. When kidney function declines, excess minerals begin to accumulate in the bloodstream. This buildup can disrupt heart rhythm, weaken bones, and damage blood vessels. For individuals with kidney disease, frequent milk consumption may quietly worsen mineral imbalance rather than improve health. Dairy alternatives or controlled portions are often safer choices under medical guidance. Avocados can push potassium to dangerous levels. Avocados are often labeled a perfect food because they contain healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. However, what makes them nutritious for many people can make them risky for those with impaired kidney function. Avocados are exceptionally high in potassium, a mineral that healthy kidneys carefully regulate. When kidney function declines, potassium is not efficiently removed from the bloodstream, allowing levels to rise. This condition, called hyperkalemia, can disrupt electrical signals in the heart, leading to irregular heartbeats and, in severe cases, cardiac arrest. For individuals with kidney disease, even small dietary choices like avocado consumption must be evaluated not by popularity or trends, but by how much strain they place on the kidneys. Red meat increases waste load on the kidneys. Protein is essential for muscle repair, immune function, and overall health. But excessive intake, especially from red meat, can significantly burden weakened kidneys. When the body digests protein, it produces nitrogen-based waste products such as urea and creatinine. These waste substances must be filtered out of the blood by the kidneys. In people with reduced kidney function, this filtration process is already compromised. High-protein diets force the kidneys to work harder than they can sustain, accelerating the decline of kidney function over time. For individuals with kidney disease, the goal is not to eliminate protein entirely, but to consume it in carefully controlled amounts and often from gentler sources. Salt raises blood pressure and kidney strain. Sodium plays a role in nerve signaling and fluid balance. But excess salt disrupts this balance dramatically. High sodium intake causes the body to retain water, increasing blood volume and raising blood pressure. Elevated blood pressure damages the delicate blood vessels inside the kidneys, reducing their ability to filter waste effectively. Over time, this creates a feedback loop where kidney damage raises blood pressure, and high blood pressure further damages the kidneys. For people with kidney disease, salt restriction is not about bland food. It is about breaking this destructive cycle and protecting remaining kidney function. Peanut butter is high in phosphorus. Peanut butter is often considered a healthy comfort food because it contains protein and healthy fats. However, it also contains high levels of phosphorus, a mineral that becomes dangerous when it accumulates in the bloodstream. Healthy kidneys remove excess phosphorus, but damaged kidneys cannot. When phosphorus levels rise, the body compensates by pulling calcium from the bones, weakening them over time, and increasing fracture risk. Elevated phosphorus also contributes to blood vessel calcification, raising cardiovascular risk. Regular peanut butter consumption may quietly undermine both bone strength and heart health in people with kidney disease. Soda and cola damage kidneys indirectly and directly. Carbonated beverages, particularly colas, pose multiple risks to kidney health. They often contain phosphoric acid, added sugars, and artificial additives that stress metabolic and kidney systems. Research has linked frequent soda consumption to increased protein leakage into urine, an early marker of kidney dysfunction. Additionally, sodas increase the risk of developing hypertension and type 2 diabetes, two of the most common causes of kidney failure. Even diet sodas, despite lacking sugar, may negatively affect kidney health through chemical additives and acid load, making them a poor choice for individuals at risk. Processed foods hide phosphorus and sodium. Processed foods are among the most deceptive threats to kidney health. While they may appear convenient or even healthy, many contain phosphorus additives and excessive sodium to enhance flavor and shelf life. These additives are absorbed more efficiently by the body than naturally occurring minerals, making them especially harmful. Regular consumption of packaged bread, cheese, deli meats, snack foods, and processed meals can quietly overload the kidneys without obvious warning signs. For kidney patients, reading labels and limiting processed foods is often more important than counting calories. Junk food mimics the metabolic damage of diabetes. Junk food does more than cause weight gain, it disrupts blood sugar regulation and metabolic health. Diets high in refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients can lead to insulin resistance and blood sugar patterns similar to type 2 diabetes, even in people without a diagnosis. Since diabetes is the leading cause of chronic kidney disease, this metabolic stress places kidneys under long-term strain. Over time, repeated blood sugar spikes damage the kidney's filtering units, increasing the risk of progressive kidney failure. Alcohol forces kidneys into overdrive. Alcohol interferes with the kidney's ability to regulate fluids, electrolytes, and toxin removal. In healthy individuals, kidneys can usually compensate for occasional alcohol intake. However, in people with kidney disease, this compensation capacity is limited. Alcohol can cause dehydration, increase toxin buildup, and destabilize blood pressure, allowing harmful waste products to accumulate in the bloodstream. Excessive drinking significantly raises the risk of serious complications, making moderation or avoidance critical for protecting compromised kidneys. Sugar fuels diabetes-driven kidney damage. Sugar itself does not directly attack kidney tissue, but its role in driving diabetes makes it a major indirect threat. Chronically high blood sugar damages the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys that are responsible for filtration. Over time, these vessels scar and lose function, leading to protein leakage and declining kidney performance. For individuals with existing kidney disease, high sugar intake accelerates progression and worsens long-term outcomes, even if symptoms are not immediately noticeable. Bananas contain more potassium than weak kidneys can handle. Bananas are rich in nutrients, fiber, and energy, but they are also one of the most potassium-dense fruits. For people with kidney disease, this creates a serious problem. When potassium accumulates in the blood, it can interfere with nerve and muscle function, causing weakness, tingling, numbness, and dangerous heart rhythm disturbances. In susceptible individuals, even a single banana can significantly elevate potassium levels, making portion control or avoidance necessary. Shellfish may contain kidney-damaging toxins. Certain shellfish can carry domoic acid, a toxin produced by algae during harmful algal blooms. Research suggests that even small amounts of this toxin may damage kidney tissue, particularly in individuals with compromised kidney function. While shellfish can be a good protein source for healthy individuals, the potential toxic exposure adds unnecessary risk for kidney patients. Avoiding shellfish reduces the chance of cumulative toxin-related kidney injury. Butter raises cardiovascular risk that affects kidneys. Butter is high in saturated fats, which increase cholesterol levels and contribute to plaque buildup in blood vessels. Kidney health is closely tied to cardiovascular health because the kidneys rely on healthy blood flow to function properly. In people with kidney disease, damaged blood vessels further impair filtration and increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. Excess butter consumption may therefore harm the kidneys indirectly by worsening cardiovascular strain. Pickled foods are sodium bombs. Pickled foods are preserved using large amounts of salt, making them extremely high in sodium. Excess sodium causes fluid retention, leading to swelling in the ankles, puffiness around the eyes, increased blood pressure, and fluid buildup around vital organs. For people with kidney disease, these effects can escalate quickly, placing dangerous stress on both the heart and kidneys. Even small servings of pickled foods can push sodium intake beyond safe limits. Canned soups often contain hidden potassium. Soups are commonly viewed as a healthy option, but canned varieties can be misleading. Even products labeled low sodium often contain high potassium levels used for flavor enhancement. Weak kidneys struggle to remove excess potassium, leading to symptoms such as nausea, muscle weakness, numbness, and slow or irregular heartbeat. Without careful label review, canned soups can quietly worsen mineral imbalance in kidney patients. Brown rice isn't always the healthier choice. Brown rice is often recommended because it contains more fiber and nutrients than white rice. However, it also contains higher levels of potassium and phosphorus. For people with kidney disease, these additional minerals can become problematic. In this case, refined white rice may actually be the safer option because it places less strain on mineral regulation. Kidney-friendly nutrition is not about trends. It is about what the kidneys can realistically handle. Chocolate adds fat and cardiovascular stress. Chocolate contains saturated fat and compounds that can raise cholesterol levels. People with chronic kidney disease already face a higher risk of cardiovascular complications, making dietary fat intake especially important. Frequent chocolate consumption may contribute to clogged blood vessels, increasing the likelihood of heart disease, which in turn worsens kidney function. Moderation is key, as heart health and kidney health are deeply interconnected. Your kidneys work silently every day, filtering your blood and protecting your body long before symptoms appear. The foods you choose can either support that process or quietly accelerate damage without warning. Awareness is not about fear, it's about control. If this information helped you see your diet differently, like and subscribe for more science-based health insights that help you protect your body before problems begin.